So we're going from HBO to Valiant. We're going to to terrible news to more terrible news right here. So it seems Valiant is in trouble. Let's talk about it. So it seems Valiant is in trouble. Um, the independent comics has been having layoffs, and the title of the article says um, is uncertain if the if Valiant is going to be around or not. Give me a second. I lost the article. Give me a second. So, Valiant Comics is an American publisher of comics. Um, yet another independent comic from the multitude of um, independent comics. Um, the company was founded, of course, by Jim Shooter, um, who was a former editor in chief of Marvel. It was founded in 1899, along with lawyer and businessman Steve Masarski. Masarski. In 1994, the company was sold to Acclaim Entertainment. After Acclaim declared bankruptcy in 2004, the company was restarted as part of Valiant Entertainment by entrepreneurs. Hold on, I don't know how to say his name. Dinesh Shamdasani and Jason Kothari. In 2005. Uh, Parenting company Voyeur Communications, Acclaim Entertainment, Valiant Entertainment, and DMG Entertainment. So again, this is uh, basically a company made by Jim Shooter back in '89. And of course, if you've seen Bloodshot, the movie with Vin Diesel, that's based off a Valiant character. Um, Man of War, um, Hope, um, let's see, Woody, Quantum and Woody. Um, again, Bloodshot, uh, Rye, a bunch of other characters. XO, Man of War, and so on. But so it looks like Valiant is in bankruptcy for right now. So let me get to there. So this is from Bleeding Cool. Layoffs and resignations reported at Valiant, future uncertain. Posted by Rich Johnson on August 4th, 2022. There's a significant concern within the comic book industry tonight over the status of New York-based comic book publisher Valiant Entertainment. In recent weeks, there has been concern expressing regarding the timelessness and of payments to freelance comic book creators, but that is sadly not a unique issue. It really isn't. You know, I could mention Marvel Comics and how they want to, but way back then in the 90s, not want to pay their people for, what they write, what they put out, what they, do in art, what they draw, what they ink. That's why a lot of people like Rob Liefeld and all those other crew, you know, left Marvel and made Image, Jim Lee and so on. But that is sadly not a unique issue among some comic book publishers tonight. However, Bleeding Cool has been hearing of major editorial layoffs and resignations in the face of those layoffs across the country. Valiant Entertainment publisher Fred Pierce Facebook says reads worked at Valiant. He worked at Valiant as director, VP, manufacturing and operations from 1990 to 94. Was COO and president at Wizard Entertainment from 1994 to 2008. Boy, I wish Wizard magazine would be around today. I miss Wizard magazine. I used to get those all the time. And Valiant publisher from 2011 to present. Valiant Entertainment senior editor Lisa Hawkins, who joined Valiant in 2018 after working at both Marvel and DC, was promoted in 2020. Has updated her Facebook status to read former senior editor at Valiant. Valiant Sales Communication Coordinator Cody White, who only joined in April this year, has updated his status to read former Sales Communication Coordinator. So that's 3 right there. These are the only current employees we can find who have updated the public employment status. As it stands, no one is responding to inquires publicity, and while we haven't been able to speak to everyone, Bleeding Cool has, as of yet, been unable to identify anyone at Valiant who has not been laid off or not resigned. Valiant Entertainment, its publisher, has also not returned emails sent earlier today, but who we are not sure who would be left behind to do so. And here's the history, of course, as I said. Valiant Comics was founded in 1989 by former Marvel Comics editor-in-chief, shooter, and lawyer businessman Steve Masarki. Posting titles as XO, Man of War, Harbinger, Solar Man of Atom, Solar Man of the Atom, which also has a little run on. Solar also has a run on in Dark Horse Comics. Bloodshot, Magnus, Robot Fighter, Ninjax, Shadow Man, and Archer, and Armstrong. And of course, Quantum and Woody, Bad Eggs. 94, the company was sold to Acclaim Entertainment, publishing more titles, like I said, Bad Eggs and Quantum of Woody. After Acclaim declared bankruptcy in 2004, the company was restarted by Dinesh Shamdasani and Jason Guthrie in 2005, revived the non-gold key titles and introduced new ones like Faith, Divinity, Rapture, and Punk Mumbo. In 2015, Valiant announced that they had partnered with Sony Pictures to produce 5 films. Of course, Bloodshot has already been out and is such, honestly, from what I heard, a really fucking shitty film. In Harbinger comic books, the first of which was released in 2016, Chinese investment firm DMG announced a 9-figure investment in the company and its properties. DMG then exercised an option to buy Valiant out entirely, led by LA-based executive Dan Mintz. Most former Valiant executives were shown the door and set up their own new comic book publisher together. Bad Idea Comics used a number of creators familiar to Valiant readers. The pandemic was hard on Valiant, and they were the first comic book publisher to tell creators to put down their pencils. Last year, they had emerged from the shutdown with regular titles, albeit a few than before. The current Book of Shadows, written by Colin Bunn, and the upcoming X-O Man of War, drawn by Liam Sharp, were seen as part of positive moves, but it may have been too little, too late. Valiant Entertainment also went more heavily into the NFT market than any other established comic book publisher, but there have been major concerns expressed on how they followed through with that. Oh, and there was this sneakers too. If anyone is able to speak further about the current situation of Valiant with authority, please get in contact. And that's about it. So yeah, 1989. So it's been around for a long time. It predates Image, honestly. It predates Marvel Max, Ultimate Comics. All variant Marvel companies. I think it predates. Let me see. I think it predates Vertigo. '93, yeah. Vertigo was in '93, so yeah, I was 1 year old when Vertigo was around. So yeah. And now it's, I guess, almost being closed down with all the people being fired and whatnot. But I mean, like I said, Vertigo, Marvel Max, Ultimate Comics, all those other imprints, Valiant basically was before them, basically predated all of them. So that's really impressive, though, especially for Image. You know, um, let me see. Yeah, 92. So Image was made in 92. So yeah, it's pretty sad that a company that predates all of these, imprints and other comic book um, companies, even predates Dark Horse, because I think Dark Horse is like in the 90s as well. Well, no, 1986. It didn't predate Dark Horse. I thought Dark Horse was in the 90s, but it's in 96. But anyway, still. Yeah, that's still pretty good. But it's kind of sad that, a company like that is going down. You know, it would really suck if Dark Horse was going down, or Image. I mean, I don't know much about Valiant, but it's still sad to see a company like that. That's, like I said, that old. 1989. You know, going down so bad. So yeah, that was it for this one. So I'll see you Monday. Don't know when, because I got some things to do in the morning. So I'll have to see when my schedule uh, happens to, you know, begin and end, so I can start streaming again. But till then,
Later, dudes.
later.